Myself Trishna. Originally, I'm from Odisha. It's a southern east state of India, but I have been staying in Dubai since 2011 and is currently working as an HR professional with one of the largest bank in UAE. So by nature, I am a jovial, ambitious person, and many a times I'm tagged as a very obedient child, spouse, employee, and also a mother of a pet.
Oh, really? I did not know you were a pet mom.
Yes,
That sounds incredible. Do you like have a pet dog?
pet dog, yes.
Oh, awesome, awesome. All right. I'm very glad that we could get in on this interaction tonight, Ms. Trish. My first question to you is going to be about how was life before Zenith, and what did you think was missing that sort of compelled you to join the communication intelligence program?
Well, before joining Zenith, I was a person who was communicating and was thinking that communication is either a verbal or a non-verbal communication. So, verbal communication means how good way you deliver your statement using a very good English, a neutral accent, bombastic vocabulary, etc. And non-verbal communication is either by email or your body language is your in your verbal communication. That was my perception about the communication before. So when I joined Zenith, um, I really understood that you know the communication is nothing to do with this English language or your the vocabulary that you are using. It's something beyond that. And I always had that problem in my communication was into I was always searching for a clarity in my speaking or in my communication. So that actually made me to join in any of the communication class. Whether I have gone through a lot of videos, you can say. I have seen a lot of videos. The one way, those are all one way communication, I can say. Was struggling with how to communicate very spontaneously, how to communicate with a very good accent, or how to communicate in a very very good language. So that was my understanding what is communication before. So that's what actually made me to join here.
And how has your understanding evolved since? What do you now think communication intelligence is all about? Or better still, what have you identified the difference to be between communication skills and communication intelligence?
When the communication skill before Zenith, the communication skill for me was how good way you are delivering your statement, how good way you are conveying your message to one person. But after Zenith, what I understood, the intelligence lies that what you are keeping as how your internal communication is affecting your external communication. So that is one thing I learned, the difference between a skill and getting into the intelligence level. How you can emotionally intelligence, or how intelligence way you are delivering your message, understanding your audience, understanding their mind, understanding your own mind really gives you the intelligent communication as an intelligent communicator, you can say.
That's very beautifully put together, Ms. Trish. You're absolutely right. Actually, I think intelligent communication does start with being able to understand yourself. But more than that, it also extends to sort of paying that listening beyond words and paying that attention to the other person as well, to your listener as well. That has a very important role to play in intelligent communication. And I'm so glad that you mentioned that. The next thing I want to talk about, Ms. Trish, I think you've been through this program over the last 12 weeks. And one thing that I really, admire about you is that you really were very patient in making sure that you were able to go through this growth. You were patient with yourself, you were patient with the structure. And I think in that process, you learned to trust the structure of the program. So, allow me to ask you this question, and this is a question that a lot of people who haven't joined communication intelligence yet, they ask us who are applying for the program. This is a question that we get from them. Why does the program not happen on weekends? Is a question that we get asked. Why does it happen on weekdays and weeknights especially? So I want you to answer this question. According to you, how has it helped you in the program to have your live sessions on weeknights during the week while you were going to work and while you were doing all of these things? How has it helped you?
Great. So when initially I joined, when I was thinking that is it possible for me to continue with this course, that it was happening on Thursday night, and which is the mid of the week, and as we are working all the, I'm a professional working, and every day I'm coming back to office. Just a gap. I used to get a gap of maybe I can say 2 hours time to set myself for the session. And every day I was thinking that not possible. It is very, very tiring. I don't know, something was happening in those classes. It was like I have never come out of that focus zone during those live sessions. I felt how it helped me that it was happening in the middle of the week. So we had enough time in the weekend to do our assignments. We had time to utilize those things which we were learning during those sessions immediately on the next day to the office. Most of the time we are using those communication things in our professional life. Most of the time. That the story doesn't end over there. It is not only on the next day you are applying on the professional life, the same evening only you are started applying on your personal life. So this is how it helped me, that that I was going through a session, immediately I was getting a chance, an opportunity to apply it in my personal life, in my family life. The next day I'm applying it in my professional life. So I was kind of getting the live sessions, theories and practicals were happening, and the weekends were all free for our assignments and everything. So it was kind of like a whole package we are living in the whole week. So I liked it. By the time the course was going, I really enjoyed that. That's the perfect timing. How Gulin ma'am decided that Thursday is the best time. I don't know what's her trick about it, but it really worked for me.
Ms. Rish, one of the main reasons that you wanted to join communication intelligence, as I remember from your need analysis, was to grow in your invisible authority. And from what I have experienced over the last 12 weeks, from everything that you have shared, and even the way that you have been in the live sessions, is that your respect that you now command and the respect that people now give you has grown a lot. And their expression of that respect is now much more obvious. They're much more open at letting you know that, oh, I respect you and I admire you. So what would you like to tell me about how was it before and how are you now able to establish your invisible authority?
As I mentioned that I'm a very jovial person. So whenever I used to deal with people, I always deal with a smile. I'm really surprised to know that the intensity of my smile really controls my, the communication that I was giving to the other people or the audience. So the invisible authority that was missing, for which I have got a lot of comment as well, or the feedback from my professional life, that I have to control on that part, which was out of my understanding area, how to control it. To be very honest, I never knew how to do that, and how can I show some authority which has to be invisible. So till that I was thinking that okay, the authority is called your command, the way you are giving to your team, or the way you are speaking, the kind of speech you are using. But the invisible authority goes beyond. So what I realize in these classes and the sessions is, like, there are many things in your internal communication that lies where you can control your invisible authority. So when I started doing the classes and I applied or implemented in my daily life, mostly in my professional lives, I started getting the feedback. I started getting all the comments that people are observing me, that there is some changes in me that is bringing that, okay, she's our boss. She's saying something. We have to listen to her. So that, I think, when I got 2-3 comments from my professional or workplace, then I realized that yes, I think it is really working. I mean, the kind of techniques has been learned in this classes, in these sessions, are really bringing that up in my personality. So yeah, so that is how I grew in this.
Beautiful. And now that you're talking about, the people in your life, I want to also ask you about how have the people in your personal and professional life started seeing you differently?
In my professional life, my colleagues are seeing the difference. They are seeing a different Trishna in me. The way I'm expressing, the way the calmness that they found in me, the composed and very selective while talking and presenting my thoughts in any of the discussion forum. So the approach while managing some conflicts and handling escalation in a different level, that is what team is observing, and my team members has given me that feedback as well. But they gave me in a different way. That is that I can only make it out that the changes are because of this kind of sessions that I'm going through, or the training program that I'm going through. So in personal life, I used to end up in giving advices before listening the whole story of people. But now my family members are giving me the feedback that I'm accepting the fact first without any judgment, that I'm listening to them, and I'm feeling like building up the trust in this way with them, and listening beyond the words. So my listening skill has gone a different level when it comes to personal life.
Beautiful, very beautifully expressed, Ms. Trish. I really like how you're able to declutter right now. Because, when we came into the program, everybody wants to have clarity in their communication, especially when they're being spontaneous. And what I really like about this interaction right now is the fact that you have undergone a massive amount of change. And it's very difficult to say the right thing that gives the audience the right message. But you're very easily able to declutter and let us know about what have been the highlights as far as your change is concerned. And I absolutely love that, which is what actually brings me to my next question. And this is another question that, a lot of people, when they're applying to be a part of the Communication Intelligence program, they ask us, what is the guarantee? So they know that the program has worked for other people. It has a near 100% success rate, but it's very natural that you are investing into a program, you think about yourself. So we get asked a lot that, okay, even though other people have succeeded in the program, what is the guarantee that I will? And so what would your answer be to that question?
Well, so let me be honest in this answer. So the guarantee is sometimes when we go and purchase a service or a product, the guarantee always the person we ask for what is the guarantee. Normally we go and ask the manufacturer or the seller about the guarantees. So obviously the seller will say that, oh, there is 100% guarantee. What exactly we do in our real world? We see the best, the customer, the best customer is called in our management language we have. A satisfied customer is the best advertiser. So in that way, I'll say that I'm a person who has gone through this whole journey. If people trust me, if you are trusting me, then I can say that it's 100% guarantee. It's not only on me. I have seen my batchmates, the way they have grown. So when we say that, what's the guarantee? It's better to take it from a product. So I'm a product of Zenith. So I can give that guarantee that where I was standing and where I'm standing today, there is a big, big, big difference.
Ms. Trish, this program requires investment on both financial and time fronts. And so what would you say has your return on investment been with regards to the finances that you invested in the program and the time that you have invested in the program?
So when this program I joined, the finance part came. So I just spoke to my husband that this is all about the monetary part. So he was a little dicey about it, and he said, "Are you sure you are going for it?" I said, "Enough. Like, we are doing a lot of things, spending a lot of money. Now it's time to invest on myself. It's okay. Whatever the investment is coming, whatever the amount it's coming, and it's whatever is that, but it is like there must be something else. The investment level will not be this. There must be something some output will be there, and it's a huge output, I believe." So when it comes to financial part, it was been taken care of. My husband was like, "Go for it, spend on yourself, do some investment on yourself." So I said, "Let's go for it." The second part, which is very important and very valuable, is the time. So I was still in a confusion or not in a confident state that can I do that, because the kind of work culture now we are in, or I am in, it's a very demanding. Very demanding in the time, in the office hours and all. After office hour, I know that we can say that in UAE, or after office hour there will be no work. It's not that. Sometimes instead of 8 hours, we have to spend a lot of hours to complete our deadlines, to complete our expectation of the clients, stakeholders. In that, joining this program where I have been, I love the way Zenith took this forward, that they were asking the commitment first. They never asked, their program is very nice, their program you have to join. No. Their first question was, are you committed? You have time to give it? Not you have money to give it, definitely. So they first asked me, do you have enough time to give us? Do you have the time? Can you take out time from your busy schedule? That, to be very honest, Afrin, that triggered me, that the team is very much confident that if you can give your time, you don't know where you are going to be. The only demand is the time.
I loved every part of what you said, and I deeply resonated with it, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to as well. Ms. Trish, there have been several different elements to the Communication Intelligence Program. There have been your Zenith Mastermind live sessions, your live discussion forums, your assignments, the feedbacks that you have been getting. How have these different elements of the Communication Intelligence Program contributed to your growth in the program?
Okay, so there are a lot of elements that we went through, which I was never been aware of that it really exists sometimes. I had a very bad, I had a myth about communication. I really understand what is communication. So I'm just 12 weeks old to understand actually the communication is all about. But yes, in those elements, there are many elements I know. I have applied all the elements in my in this 12 weeks time, and I'm seeing the result in my life, in my professional and personal life. But the one which actually affected, or the biggest change came in my life, was the decluttering. The decluttering was on my top favorite list. It is something that not only in your surrounding, the decluttering is not only in your speaking or the language or the statement you are delivering, decluttering in your thoughts, decluttering in your words, decluttering on your listening, decluttering in everything. Every minute we are living in life, every minute we are communicating, everything we are communicating, that plays a role. So if decluttering goes from your life, like you decluttered everything, start your thought, your language, your response, your surroundings, your people, then I think you can bring a different person in your life. You stand something different in the whole crowd. So that's one of my favorite one, I can say. Apart from that, the marginal adjustment is what actually playing a biggest role. I'm a person has been procrastinating person from the beginning. that with a confident, I have been procrastinator because of many reasons, because I get a lot of things in my plate. So that is how I'm saying that the decluttering and marginal adjustment really is still playing a very, very vital role throughout my day-to-day life nowadays. So I stopped taking all the clutters in my plate. My plate is so beautiful now. So marginal adjustments I started from my personal level. Whatever ma'am has taught, the smallest marginal adjustment I started. In that way, the effect that I'm facing in my personal life is that small changes is really affecting in the relationships. The small changes are affecting my surroundings, my own house. In professional life, that marginal adjustment is bringing that trust from my manager, from my senior management, that things are happening. Yes, it is slow, but it is happening, and happening with a good impact. That is what those two elements are really playing a vital role. However, there are many elements where I am applying. So I think this time is very short to give all the elements, how it is affecting my life. But these two are my favorite ones.
Wonderful. And how have the mastermind live sessions, because when you are learning these concepts of communication intelligence, you go through a certain process. You first have the mastermind live session, you have your trainings on the portal, then you do your assignments through the week, then you do your discussion forums on the other half of the week. So how has this process supported your growth?
I saw this whole process is so scientifically designed, Afreen. It's like as if ma'am and ma'am's team, you know that how the things should go, how the flow should happen. It's not abruptly the classes were happening, assignments were given, or video lessons are happening. It is like exactly which video lessons has to be done. Then the live sessions were happening. So we are listening the topic. Then the live sessions were a discussion forum, or the live session was happening with ma'am's input, which is like very impactful inputs she always gives. The kind of where to apply, how to apply in the real world. Then the discussions with the team members, then the audience or the participants, their inputs. It's a change of perception from person to person. Then the live forums from your input, your practice, your effort to us on the practice level, going to those rooms and making those kind of practical things. It was amazing. It was like a so structurally defined process that we know how to make it happen. Then comes the assignment. The assignments were so given with the so deadline, and the assignment were given in such a manner that we were, I don't know about others, but I'm talking about myself. Afreen, it's like I was living Zenith, all the topics in the entire week. Wherever I go, in my backside in my brain, it was going that perception. Okay, observation. I started observing everything I see. From the time I get up from my bed, I start observing everything that comes in my mind. So this kind of, it's not a course that we studied. We applied the assessment and things are happening. It's like in the real life, on the next moment, how you are going to apply, that taught us. So the whole structure of the program or the classes were very, very intelligently designed. And it was really bringing that impact.
Speaking of growth, Ms. Trish, Gurleen ma'am has been at the center of it, and you are into HR, and I'm very sure that over the last so many years you would have undergone a lot of trainings yourself. So allow me to ask you this: how has Gurleen ma'am stood out as a mentor to you in this program?
She's a very rare kind of person that I have met so far. And it's very difficult to actually describe ma'am as a mentor with few of the adjectives. But let me explain what I found in Gurleen ma'am is she's really an energetic, very charismatic person. She's a mentor that she can see the real potential lies in each and every students and how to bring that out in her own. And she knows that what kind of designing of that technique or tool can be designed for that particular person, and it is very unique for each one of us. It is different for different person. It is not the same that one fits to all. No, she has her own way to train us, mentor us. That depends on our where do we start, where do we come from, where we are coming from. So the way she does her assignments, the way she makes us to do our assignments, the solutions, and in all the live sessions, that was like she explains and shares the tool and techniques. It's not only she shares the techniques, we have seen that she has lived with it. She herself has practiced it. So that is making us feel like she's so dedicated towards her promise, towards her ownership, that I have taken the ownership of this person to change, and she changes it. She brings that change. So I can give all the credits to her, that what I am here today, all because of Gurleen ma'am as a mentor.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Ms. Trish. And I honestly, I specifically like what you said about how she feels responsible for every single person who ends up being a part of the program. She really does think that, okay, if somebody's under my mentorship and they're here for a reason, they automatically become her responsibility. And I deeply resonate with what you just said regarding that and every other word that you said about Gurleen ma'am. This has been a particularly insightful interaction with you, Ms. Trish, and I think I've had an opportunity to hear some very beautiful things, and I would love to keep this going, but as you mentioned, we're short on time. So as my last question, let me just ask you if there's anything else that you'd like to say that you haven't yet said.
I actually did not realize that the 12 weeks passed. I felt like I was going through I'm going through a session where I'm improving. I'm gradually, a different Trish I'm meeting every day. But I did not realize the whole sessions ended. Is that all that I learned? No, I know that in this 12 weeks, whatever I learned, the most challenging or the most responsible part is I have to implement that throughout in my life. And this is a program, if anybody is thinking that this is a program only for professionals to grow in your career, to get the promotion, or no, I don't think so. This is a program that you will grow as a person. Doesn't matter you are growing in your personal life, professional life, or in your social life, you have to first grow as a person. So if you are under Gurleen ma'am's mentorship, just don't think that you are in only a mentor, you got a mentor. I did not feel like I got a mentor. I got a life coach in Gurleen ma'am. So it's not only this, only weeks are over, the session is over and all. I know whenever I'm in any juncture of my life, I will just get in touch with Gurleen ma'am and she will give me a solution. She will definitely guide me holding my hand. This is what I wanted to say after this course.
And you are very right, Ms. Trish. You're very, very right. Like Gurleen ma'am says, once a Zenith and always a Zenith. And our request to you is going to be, and I know I don't need to request this to you, but our request to you always is to please stay connected. And we're finding mechanisms to be able to do that, to keep you connected, to keep you going, to keep giving you gift sessions. So that is, of course, going to happen. And like I said earlier, that's because you are not just a Zenith, you're an ambassador of Zenith. And so for that, by a factor of that, we must stay connected.
So one more thing I want to add also, Afrin.
Yes.
Okay, I think I have never said that. Maybe I have never said in my Zen talk also or something. You have been my inspiration. So with so young age, the way your communication level is, that not only, as you said, that how can the guarantee comes, you are the guarantee. So I feel like you are actually the real product of Gurleen ma'am. So you have been my inspiration, that if ever I'll be like will be asked that you want to see yourself where, then I will say, okay, I wanted to be a TED Talk person. I don't know what I have to put, what level of effort I have to put to get that thing. But you have been an inspiration, such a young age, when you shared your life story, that from the visiting to presenting, and they asked you to be a judge in your college or your institute where you passed. That's really an inspiration. It is like, yeah, you are. So this is something that I've never shared, but you are my inspiration actually.
That's very kind, Ms. Trish, and I'm humbled. Thank you so much. And I must say that I will say this on your graduation ceremony, and you might find me saying the same thing again and again. But my purpose of being so connected with Zenith is because when you grow, I grow. So I am grateful to you for allowing me the opportunity to continue growing with Zenith. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for your time today, Ms. Trish. This was an absolutely stunning interaction. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to take a lot of value out of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Afrin.